Hi everyone, I'm Sophie and I'm in my second year at university, and today I thought I would share with you some essay writing tips. I've made some other university related videos on my channel before, some tips on how to apply to university, what to expect when you first go to university, and then some older videos from a couple of years ago when I talked about my personal experiences and trauma with applying to university and stuff like that. So I've recently created a playlist called All About University with all those videos in, so if you want to have a look at that, I will put a link for that in the description. Anyway, so let's get on with essay tips. So my first tip is, usually with university essays you will have a list of questions to choose from, or if it's not a very long list, maybe 2 questions to choose from. The questions will be quite broad, so you'll get to choose what exactly you're writing about, be it books, films, historical periods, whatever. You'll probably be choosing the specifics of the question. So my advice when choosing a question would be to think through how much you have to say for the question. So even if you read the questions, like you see the first one, you think, oh, I can say that about that, and then you start writing the essay and then you realise you can only write 200 words. Make sure you read through all the questions and think whether you have enough points, enough information, research, opinions on the particular topic of that question. My second tip would be to make sure that you start with plenty of time, because usually you will have a reading or writing week, and that week you can use for writing your essay, although it might be tempting to go out all the time and sleep in. You'll also probably know about your essay a few weeks in advance before that as well, so you have even more time to prepare, pick a question, do some research, that sort of thing. So I would suggest maybe aiming to have your essay done a couple of days before the deadline. That gives you time to go back over it, change some things if you need to, print it out if you have to, that sort of stuff. Basically, it's probably not advisable to do it the night before. I'm not going to lie to you, in my first year, first term, I did do that a couple of times, and sometimes it works out, but sometimes it doesn't, and you don't really have time to plan for something going wrong. It will really help you, and if you finish early, then you still have the rest of your reading week to do what you want. The third tip I would give you is find somewhere where there are no distractions and you'll actually concentrate. So if that's your room, fine, but if your room has a TV and other distractions, your housemates are coming in sort of wanting to talk to you, maybe you should go to the library. Finding somewhere where you'll actually be in a productive mood and know that this is time for work, your essay will probably get done quicker and you'll spend less time messing about. The fourth tip I would give you is to plan. If you plan your essay in a lot of detail, then it will speed up the writing process so much. Sometimes I can spend maybe 50 to 60% of my overall essay time on the planning and only like 40% on the actual writing, because if I plan out my points, my argument, what my conclusion's gonna be, then I can pretty much write straight away and there's no, oh, what am I gonna write next, because you've already planned it out. So yeah, it just makes essay writing a lot quicker and a lot easier and a lot less stressful if you planned it out already. My fifth tip is make sure you know what referencing you're meant to be doing. University essays do expect you to reference, footnote, have citations and a bibliography. So make sure you know which referencing thing your course expects you to do, because there are different ones. There's the Harvard method, the MRH something. I think I used that one. There's a lot of different ones. Sometimes they say you can use any one, or sometimes they want you to use a specific one, but usually what your university or your course will do is provide a booklet, probably online, of exactly what you have to reference, exactly when, for specific types of sources. So make sure you know that and make sure you reference as you go along, because it'll be so much easier instead of writing the whole essay and then at the end you have to go back through every quote and be like, oh, where did I get that from? Oh, did I leave that book in the library? That sort of thing. So it's just so much easier to do it as you go along. Number 6 is make sure you have an argument to your essay. By an argument, I don't mean you're complaining about something or you are trying to say something different to someone else, which you could do, but you know what I mean, not an argument that you have in everyday life. You responding to the question in reference to the works that you're talking about, whether that be films, books, whatever, but you have an opinion in response to the question and then a way of arguing that opinion throughout the essay so that you can then prove your argument. So throughout the essay you can have for and against, but in the end you do make a decision as to what you are for. If you do have an argument, it will provide a structure to your essay. If it is something like an English essay, do not make it purely narrative. So if you are talking about a book, don't just give a summary of the plot, because people can read the book for that. They want an opinion on something, so make sure you have an opinion and back it up with reference, specific reference, so quotations to the book. Not necessarily quotes if you're not doing an Englishy type subject, but evidence to support your points. So that might be facts. Now, I am an English student and a film student, so I only know what is expected of those essays. So I'm sorry if that doesn't apply to the subject that you're doing. I tried to make it as general as I could. And my final tip is not to panic, because sure, it's a university essay, and if it is your first university essay, you might be panicking and thinking, oh, it's university, I haven't done a university essay before, what if I'm not good enough? What if I'm not up to the university standard? Which is definitely something that I worried about. I was like, but I've just left school, how can I already be doing university essays and doing well at them? They know, the university knows that you've just come out of school and you're starting off with this, but you will be surprised at how good you are. So as long as you try your hardest and you look at, say, example essays and the marking criteria and stuff like that, you'll be able to do it and you'll be able to get good marks. So I hope this helped. This wasn't a particularly funny video or anything like that. I just thought I would do a sort of university advice video, so I will add this to the playlist and you should watch some other videos if you would like to. If you have any other questions about essays or any other university advice videos you would like me to do, or any other videos you would like me to do, put them in the comments. I love comments. I don't get enough of them anymore and I absolutely love them, so that'll be great. If you like this video, like it. If you want to see more and you're not already subscribed to me, subscribe, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye!